Black cats are not the only animal superstition out there. The world is full of them. Good luck foxes? Pigs that tell the rain? Nah, that's too simple. Maybe in your next life, you could be a bird. At least, this is what many ancient stories say. Well, it's true that the beautiful song of a bird is often seen as a sign of good fortune. Indigenous tribes used to think there was a dark secret behind their songs. Many cultures believe that birds are actually the souls of the dead who will fly among the living. Peru, South America. There is a legend about the bird Urutaú, a strange bird with a slightly frightening appearance. It has a big mouth and a song that sounds like the cry of a soul in pain. It is said that these birds are actually the spirits of children who have lost their mothers, and they are condemned to search for them eternally. But not only birds have dark stories. It is said that you should never step on a frog, as they harbor the spirits of children who perish prematurely. Perhaps for this reason, it was considered good fortune if you saw one hopping around your house, although it was also said that its croaking was a warning of rain. Good thing about that is now you can prevent getting wet during a rainstorm, and you can carry your umbrella next time you hear a frog croaking. Now, there are also some crazy stories saying that if you kiss a frog, it will become a prince. On the other hand, birds are often associated with witches. But funny enough, witches are not very fond of other animals besides cats, especially those who said moo. And how would you scare a witch anyway? Some will suggest garlic, others will say salt or even scissors. Well, anyone will be afraid of someone with scissors in their hands. However, witches do not seem to like cows, pigs, or livestock very much. Since the olden days, livestock was much more important to life in general. It's no surprise that witches wanted to attack people where it hurt the most. Fortunately, some Irish and Scottish farmers found the witches' weak spot to keep them away from their livestock. They will hang particular flowers, especially the witch-proof kind, such as primulas or wands made from the rowan tree. But witches were not the only enemy of cattle. It was also believed that they could suffer from the evil eye or even be attacked by fairies. At least cows were protected, unlike chickens, who were usually used as sacrifice to break curses on other people. Not to mention all Indian rituals in which the future was told by watching cockfights. Being a farm animal has never been easy. And although the stories of witches could be very scary, it was said that they could attack livestock or even kidnap your kids. But it was also said that dolphins could kidnap children as well if you were not careful. And we know that pink unicorns do not exist, or any color for that matter. But believe it or not, pink dolphins are real. These endangered aquatic mammals are found in the Amazon basin, between the waters of the Orinoco River and the Amazon River. But their color is not the only strange thing about these species. Some legends tell that the dolphins were once human, and their pink color serves to attract people's attention. It is also said that they can adopt the appearance of a handsome human wearing a straw hat, all with the nefarious intention of kidnapping children and seducing women, dancing with them and inviting them into the river to transform them or to impregnate them. And if that wasn't crazy enough, what if your dad was an actual dolphin? Because it's believed that all the fatherless children in the region are the offspring of a pink dolphin. All of this is in a stark contrast to sighting of a normal dolphin, which were usually considered good luck on the high seas, just as it was considered good fortune if an albatross flew close to a boat. It was believed that these two species will possess the spirits of past sailors who warned the other vessels during their voyages. But not only animals and large creatures can seduce others. Even an insect could abduct you and lead you to your doom. And did you know that dragons still exist? And no, we're not talking about Komodo dragons, but dragons that went from being the size of buildings to being as small as a flash drive. A Native American myth suggests that dragonflies were originally dragons. But one day, a coyote convinced them to change their shape. And when they tried to return to their original form, it was impossible. And bites are not the only way an insect can harm you. Some can even trick you and even play with your mind. It is believed that if you're fishing in a river and a dragonfly approaches you, it means that the area is abundant in fish. This actually makes scientific sense, since dragonflies and damselflies like clean water where the fish can reproduce more. However, if you're a selfish person who doesn't care about others, it is said that dragonflies can lead you to places where there is no fish. And if you live on fishing, you probably wouldn't be eating dinner that night. And although dragonflies may leave you without food for a day, it is worse if you were a cow, in which case the hedgehogs can cause you horrible harm. And who do you think will win between a hedgehog and a cow? Well, according to some farmers, their worst nightmares can simply be little hedgehogs. Imagine for a moment being a cow on a farm. You're a little tired from all the walking, and after a good feasting on grass, you decide to take a little nap. And oh, surprise! You no longer have milk to feed your young. Did somebody steal all your milk while you were sleeping? Nope. It is believed that the hedgehog sucked all the milk. Previously, it was believed that these small mammals could suck the cow dry. Unfortunately, due to that mistaken belief, many farmers resorted to ending the lives of these endangered creatures, even though gypsies considered their meat a delicacy. It was believed that consuming their body parts could be medicinal for some diseases, such as rheumatism. Whatever the case, fortunately today they're classified as endangered species, not the endangered part. They're legally protected from ending up in someone's lunch. The interesting part is nobody has ever seen directly a hedgehog sucking the milk of a cow. But maybe you should ask an all-seeing feather god. Maybe he knows better. Many cultures and religions believe that God watches over us, and in many instances, gods are looking over us and disguise themselves as birds. According to many Native American traditions, eagles are actually a form of the Creator on Earth, who is at all times watching what's going on. But it is also said that the feathers of an eagle possess special powers, and they cannot be touched just by anyone. The feathers must be collected by a particular Native American person, one who has all the credentials, basically a shaman. And that person has to go through a ritual once the feathers are found. In fact, the feathers are so special that there is even a law in the United States to regulate these feathers. This law stipulates that only descendants of Native Americans may hold feathers, or store them, or any other part of their bodies. Anyone else who tries to grab even one feather could end up paying a fine of up to $200,000. Yeah, it's better to be careful about grabbing anything that you do not know what it is, because you may actually enrage the gods or the police. Either way, it sounds pretty bad. One thing is for sure, the world is full of strange testimonies about the unknown, and there is so many things in the animal world that we do not know about. Superstitions are just everywhere. Thank you for being with me today as we discover these incredible superstitions around the world. Until next time.